It's Week 7 of the NFL. And coming up next, it's the Jets' Offensive Player of the Year. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Jets and the Patriots on Thursday night.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put
the Jets offense about ready to get going. They are 6-0 here to start the year. And the one this defense will need to contain is this man, their second-year wideout. And you wonder, what can he do for an encore, Charles, after the numbers that he put up a week ago?
That's a great question, because not only was he the talk of the NFL, he's talking the entire football world. He had little kids out there begging their parents for his jersey, wanting to be him, and put up those kind of numbers in the backyard. Now, look, I don't think he'll approach what he did last week, but 6 for over 100 yards, I think that's well within reach.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Now Wilson. Open man, that's Henry. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jets go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 17 carries, a touchdown to go along with 124 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made here at the 36. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And just shutting him off there. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Pacheco with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team...
Now it's Wilson. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Play action. It's Wilson.
He finds Wilson.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A first catch there for Wilson and a 1st down. They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal. That's the end of the first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Once more, it's Pacheco.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. So here are the Jets now to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Wilson. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series.
To throw is Wilson.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
New York set to take the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the 1st half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Pacheco.
Down to about the 22 here.
116 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Patriots 14-yard line.
Slot man moves right. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action.
This is 2nd and 8.
They go play action with Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard as the 1st half is winding down.
And the Jets are able to add on to their 1st half lead.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Well, it's hard to imagine the 1st half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their 1st series of the 2nd half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the 1st half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Isaiah Pacheco
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. New York ready to go again offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
3rd down and 1. Now Wilson. Quick completion to Henry. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Jets have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On 1st down, Wilson. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. There he goes right side. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Pacheco with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact
the offense for the Jets ready to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line.
First down, Jets.
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
He's going to look downfield for Henry.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Wilson will throw again.
He's going to look downfield for Henry.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. 243 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided. I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
Wilson wants to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. Only able to gain a couple there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Boy, no chance as he dropped behind the line there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time.